What's going on, people? Welcome to Reaching My Physical Potential Day 2. Today is Friday, so today is where I basically see where I'm at for my 5 rep maxes. So today the concept is go through squat, bench, deadlift, then some seated rows and some dips to finish. Squat, bench and deadlift, we're working up to a 5 rep max, or at least that is the goal. But as you'll see in this video, I don't do 5 reps on any of the big three. The reason for this, I believe, is because of a lack of sleep, a lack of nutrition recently, and various other factors which have been affecting my training. Nonetheless, we still go to the gym to get the sessions in. It just means we've got to adjust the program a little bit for when we start again next week. So I hit 4 reps here. It's 147.5 kilogram. A couple of weeks ago I was doing 150, 155 for 4 reps, 5 reps. So you can tell that I'm definitely fatigued at this point. I had about 3 hours sleep last night. That definitely doesn't help. Now we're moving on to the bench. We're at 132 kilogram again. We were supposed to be hitting 5 reps. We only managed 3. Felt quite fatigued on the right side, but otherwise it felt pretty good. Didn't want to push it too much. I wanted to leave some in the tank, basically. But as you can see on the 3rd rep, it's somewhat of a grind on the right hand side anyway. But there we go. This is the flat bench press. Before, I've hit 140 for 5 reps on this, so I'm just getting back to where I were. Over Christmas I sort of took a little bit of a hit on the training, got ill a couple of times in the last month or so strength has decreased, unfortunately, but we're going to get it back, no worries about that one. So we're going for about 3 reps here, like I said. Then after the bench we move on to the deadlift. We keep the warm-ups as minimal as possible, especially on days where I only have 3 or 4 hours sleep. Don't want to be spending too much time warming up. Just do a good set with the bar, and then a set with 60 kilogram, a couple of reps, and then maybe 100, and then we're pretty much on to the working weights on most of the exercises after, except the deadlift, obviously. 140 there, as you can just see, is a little warm up, and then the goal was to hit 180 for 5 reps. I think I hit 4, or 3 or 4. This felt good, like it all felt under control, felt nice, but again, I just didn't want to push it. I did want to leave some in the tank, because training's not all about going till failure, especially these times where you know you're fatigued, you know you're not where you were a couple of weeks ago, and you're getting some strength back. You've just got to take things steady, leave some in the tank so that you're going to recover properly for your next session. And you don't want to create a knock-on effect, basically. You want to feel fresh for when you come back and, hit that 5x5 or whatever you're going to do on the following Monday. At the moment, I'm just training 3 times a week. I find that to be enough. I'm walking around 12 to 15,000 steps almost every day. That's partly due to my job and whatnot. But yeah, and I also obviously lift quite a lot of weights throughout the day as well when I do see clients, just moving things around in general. But otherwise, training's going good. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to what I can do this year. I want to enter some powerlifting competitions this year, some meets, just see where I'm at basically and get a feel for what that's all about. Or at least, I'm thinking about it. It's nothing set in stone, but I'm thinking about it. It looks interesting. I feel like it could be a good way to push myself a little bit more by just going to an event where, that's what everybody's doing basically. We just finished off the session with some rows, and after the rows we did some dips, but I didn't record that. I only did 1 set on the dips anyway. I was supposed to do 3 sets, but I forgot my weight belt, so I couldn't do any effective dips. So we just did a couple of sets on the seated row. Now we're just about to do a drop set, so it was around 80 kilogram, then we're dropping it to about 50 or so. And some people might critique my form on this one. I know that obviously some people like to stay rigid and just use the upper back muscles, but I'm not training for bodybuilding. I'm not training for that. I'm training for power, explosiveness. And the last time you was on a rowing machine, your upper back probably moved a little bit. When you do rowing in real life, you're not staying rigid and just using your upper back. You're not isolating your upper back muscles, basically. You're using your back to shift that weight with power and explosiveness. Anyway guys, that's about it. I'll wrap up the video there. Like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.